students, in last lecture we have studied the moment of inertia of the ring and disc, metal rod. Okay, today we are going to study the moment of inertia of solid cylinder, hollow cylinder, sphere, solid sphere and hollow sphere, solid cone and half hollow cone. Okay, first here we are studying the moment of inertia of the solid cylinder. Okay, in this first case is the axis is passing through center of the cylinder. Okay, that is its own axis. Here the diagram represents there is a solid cylinder which is kept vertical, axis is passing through center O. Solid cylinder is like the number of disc kept over each other. Solid cylinder is like number of disc kept over each other. आता इथे बघा, हा सॉलिड सिलेंडर आहे. याच्यामध्ये आपण असं म्हणू शकतो की हा चॉक जो आहे हा काय आहे, सॉलिड सिलेंडर. इट इज मेड अप ऑफ नंबर ऑफ डिस्क केप्ट ओव्हर each other. Okay, axis is passing through center of the solid cylinder and cylinder is rotating like this. Okay, then the moment of inertia of the solid cylinder about its own axis is same like a disc. There is a disc and axis passing through the center of the disc. Okay, they are looking same. Here there is a solid cylinder which is composed of number of discs kept over each other like this. Consider there is a disc and axis is passing through center of the disc, and moment of inertia in this case we know which is mr square by 2. This is the moment of inertia of the disc about axis passing through its center, which is mr square by 2. This is also same like this. So the moment of inertia for solid cylinder about its own axis is also IO equal to mr square by 2. IO equal to mr square by 2. Okay. Then there is a second case which is axis passing through center and perpendicular to its plane. So there is a solid cylinder and it is kept horizontal. Axis is passing through center of this solid cylinder which is horizontal. L is the length of the solid cylinder. Okay, the C point is at distance L by 2 from each end. Axis is passing through point C. Then the moment of inertia of this solid cylinder about axis passing through point C is IC. Then IC equal to, see here, the solid cylinder is looking like a metal rod. The solid cylinder is looking like a metal rod when it is viewed from front side. Then for metal rod, the moment of inertia about the center is ml square by 12. It looks like a metal rod like this and axis passing through center. For this, the moment of inertia is ml square by 12. And it is not a metal rod. It is looking like a metal rod, but it is not a metal rod. It is composed of number of discs. If we are assuming the chalk is a solid cylinder, it is kept like this. Axis is passing through its center. It is looking like this metal rod. So the moment of inertia about central axis is ml square by 12, but it is composed of disc. So if the axis is passing through its center, then the axis will be diameter for the disc. If axis is passing through center, then what happens? That axis behave like diameter for the disc. See here there is a disc. Axis passing through this act like diameter for disc. So moment of inertia here for a solid cylinder for about axis passing through the center and perpendicular to its plane is the combination of moment of inertia of metal rod about axis passing through center and moment of inertia of the disc about its diameter. Then IC equal to ml square by 12 plus mr. Here IC is equal to ml square by 12 plus mr square by 4. That is, it is the combination of moment of inertia of the metal rod about axis passing through center and perpendicular to its plane, and moment of inertia of the disc about its diameter. See, here there are two cases. First is about its own axis, moment of inertia is same like moment of inertia of the disc about central axis, which is equal to mr square by 2. Then the second case is axis is passing through center and perpendicular to its plane. Then moment of inertia will be combination of moment of inertia of the metal rod about axis passing through center and moment of inertia of disc about its diameter. Okay. Then third case will be axis passing through one of its ends. Axis passing through one of its ends. Here the diagram will be, there is a cylinder, axis passing through one of its ends like this. Here there is point O, which is parallel to the axis passing through point C. The moment of inertia is IO. Here moment of inertia is IC. Distance between two parallel axes is L by 2. Then the moment of inertia of this solid cylinder about axis passing through end, that is IO, is equal to the combination of moment of inertia of the metal rod about its one end plus the moment of inertia of the disc about its diameter. See here the cylinder looks like the metal rod and axis is passing through one of its ends. Here we know the moment of inertia is ml square by 3. So for solid cylinder about axis passing through one of its ends, the moment of inertia will be combination of moment of inertia of the metal rod about its one end, that is ml square by 3, plus moment of inertia of the disc about its diameter, because this axis behave like diameter for this solid cylinder. Okay, then ml square by 3 plus mr square by 4. This is the formula for moment of inertia of the solid cylinder about axis passing through one of its ends. Here we have seen three cases. About its own axis, moment of inertia is mr square by 2. Then about axis passing through center and perpendicular to its plane, moment of inertia is ml square by 12 plus mr square by 4. Then axis is passing through one of its ends, then moment of inertia is ml square by 3 plus mr square by 4. Here in these two cases, the only difference is mr square by 4 is same in both cases, but here we use ml square by 12 and here we use ml square by 3, because it is for rod axis passing through center and here the axis is passing through end of the rod. These two formulas are different. मेटल रॉड साठी एंड साठी फॉर्म्युला आहे ml स्क्वेअर बाय 3 आणि सेंटर साठी फॉर्म्युला आहे ml स्क्वेअर बाय 12. हा फॉर्म्युला फक्त चेंज होईल आणि हा ऍक्सिस जो आहे तो दोन्ही केसेस मध्ये डिस्कचा डायमीटर म्हणून ऍक्ट होईल आणि त्यामुळे डिस्कच्या डायमीटरचा फॉर्म्युला mr स्क्वेअर बाय 4 हा दोन्हीकडे कसा असेल कॉमन असेल. ओके, त्यानंतर नेक्स्ट केस आपण बघणार आहोत. नेक्स्ट बॉडी बघणार आहोत ती आहे हॉलो सिलेंडर. नेक्स्ट बॉडी आहे हॉलो सिलेंडर. फर्स्ट केस axis passing through center, or we call it as own axis. When the cylinder is vertical, consider the hollow cylinder which is kept vertical, axis passing through center of the hollow cylinder. Here R is the radius and C is the center. Moment of inertia is IC. It looks like hollow cylinder is like this, okay, pipe. It is composed of number of rings kept over each other. It looks like number of rings kept over each other. Cylinder is like this, axis passing through center, and it is rotating. It is rotating about its own axis. Here, the moment of inertia of the solid cylinder is same like the moment of inertia of the ring. It is same like moment of inertia of the ring about axis passing through center, which is mr square. Which is mr square. So, moment of inertia of the ring is mr square. It is the hollow cylinder is composed of number of rings kept over each other, axis passing through center. So, the moment of inertia for these two bodies is same. So, moment of inertia for hollow cylinder about its own axis is also IC equal to mr square. IC equal to mr square. Note down, for hollow cylinder is composed of number of rings which are kept over each other. So, the moment of inertia about own axis of the hollow cylinder is same as the moment of inertia of ring about its own axis, which is mr square. Then the second case is, for hollow cylinder, the second case is axis passing through center and perpendicular to its plane. Axis passing through center and perpendicular to its plane. See, the diagram will be like this. There is a hollow cylinder which is kept horizontal. Axis is passing through center of this hollow cylinder and perpendicular to the plane. The length is total L by L. So, this distance will be L by 2. Here, the half distance will be L by 2. The cylinder is rotating and moment of inertia is IC. Here, when the axis passing through point C, it looks like the metal rod and axis passing through its center. So, the moment of inertia here will be ml square by 12. But it is not a metal rod, it is a hollow cylinder. It is made up of number of rings. If axis is passing through center, it is kept like this horizontal, axis passing through center and it is rotating about that axis, then what happens? If this axis is passing through this like and the diameter, it looks like the diameter of the ring. The axis passing through center and perpendicular to the plane of hollow cylinder, it is looks like the diameter for ring. It looks like diameter for ring. So, the moment of inertia will be combination of moment of inertia of the metal rod about axis passing through center and moment of inertia of the ring about its diameter. So, we can write IC is equal to ml square by 12 and mr square by 2. Okay. Here ml square by 12 is the moment of inertia for metal rod about axis passing through center and it is composed of number of rings and axis passing through center acts like diameter of the ring. So, the diameter of ring moment of inertia will be mr square by 2. So, IC will be ml square by 12 plus mr square by 2. Then, third case is axis passing through one of its ends. Axis passing through one of its ends. Like this, there is a hollow cylinder. Axis is passing through end, point O. Moment of inertia is IO. Here there is a center C and the moment of inertia will be IC. We have to know the distance between these two axes is L by 2 and moment of inertia IO will be ml square by 3 plus mr square by 2. Here we write the moment of inertia of the metal rod about one of its ends, which is ml square by 3, plus the moment of inertia of the ring about diameter is mr square by 2. इथे आपण काय केलं बघा, ऍक्सिस जर सेंटर मधून पास झाला तर तो ऍक्सिस त्या मेटल रॉड साठी काय असेल, सेंट्रल ऍक्सिस मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ml स्क्वेअर बाय 12 असेल आणि तो ऍक्सिस त्या रिंग साठी काय असेल तर डायमीटर असेल. त्यामुळे मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया विल बी द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ ऍक्सिस पासिंग थ्रू सेंटर अँड डायमीटर ऑफ द रिंग. ओके, then ml square by 12 plus mr square by 2. If the axis is passing through one of its ends, then it looks like metal rod, axis is passing through end. The moment of inertia will be ml square by 3 plus the axis will act as diameter of ring, so moment of inertia will be mr square by 2. So the moment of inertia of the hollow cylinder about axis passing through one of its ends will be the combination of moment of inertia of the metal rod about end and moment of inertia of the ring about diameter. Then the next body will be solid sphere. Solid sphere. Solid sphere and hollow sphere. Hollow sphere. Consider there is a solid sphere. First, the case is about its own axis. About its own axis. Here also the first case is about its own axis. Consider here there is a solid sphere. सॉलिड स्पियरचं एक्झाम्पल असेल एक मेटलचा बॉल आहे. मेटलचा बॉल हे कशाचं एक्झाम्पल आहे, सॉलिड स्पियरचं. देन द ऍक्सिस इज पासिंग थ्रू द सेंटर ऑफ द सॉलिड स्पियर. एनी ऍक्सिस which is passing through center of the solid sphere act like diameter of the solid sphere. Note that any axis passing through center of the solid sphere act like diameter for that solid sphere. So the moment of inertia of the solid sphere about its own axis means the moment of inertia of the solid sphere about its diameter. Okay, its own axis is its diameter. Then the moment of inertia for this solid cylinder about axis passing through point C is IC, which is IC equal to 2 by 5 mr square. This is the moment of inertia for solid sphere about axis passing through center, which is its diameter. So moment of inertia for solid sphere about diameter is 2 by 5 mr square. Consider here there is a hollow sphere. Axis is passing through center of the sphere and radius of the sphere is r. Moment of inertia will be IC. Hollow sphere is empty inside and solid sphere is filled inside. hollow sphere कसा आहे, आतमध्ये एम्प्टी आहे. आता याच्यामध्ये मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया काय असेल, IC इक्वल टू 2 by 3 mr square. See, moment of inertia for solid sphere about diameter is 2 by 5 mr square and moment of inertia for hollow sphere about its own axis, that is about its diameter, is 2 by 3 mr square. Okay, then we have to see the second case in both. First, in solid sphere, we see about tangent. About tangent. Consider a solid sphere. This is the axis passing through center, which acts like diameter for the solid sphere. Then we draw a tangent passing through point O. Okay, then the distance between these two axes will be r, which is the radius. Moment of inertia are IC and IO. We have to find out moment of inertia of solid sphere about tangent, which is IO. We know the parallel axis theorem, which is IO equal to IC plus mh square. IO equal to IC plus mh square, which is equal to IC means moment of inertia about axis passing through center, which we have seen earlier, which is 2 by 5 mr square, plus mh square. H means distance between two parallel axes, which is r, mr square, which is equal to 2 by 5 mr square plus mr square equal to 7 by 5 mr square. This is the moment of inertia for solid sphere about any tangent, which is 7 by 5 mr square. Similarly, in case of hollow sphere about tangent, the moment of inertia will be, consider the tangent is drawn through point O like this, and moment of inertia will be IO. IO equal to IC plus mh square by parallel axis theorem. We have seen now IC, that is moment of inertia of hollow sphere about axis passing through center, C will be 2 by 3 mr square plus m into h is the distance between two parallel axes, which is r. H means r, that is plus mr square, which is equal to 2 by 3 mr square plus mr square equal to 5 by 3 mr square. Okay, so the moment of inertia for solid sphere about its tangent will be 7 by 5 mr square, and moment of inertia for hollow sphere about its tangent will be 5 by 3 mr square. इथे आपण काय बघितलं, सॉलिड स्पियर साठी दोन फॉर्म्युले, अबाउट डायमीटर आणि अबाउट टँजंट. अबाउट डायमीटर फॉर्म्युला आहे 2 बाय 5 mr स्क्वेअर आणि अबाउट टँजंट फॉर्म्युला काय आहे 7 बाय 5 mr स्क्वेअर. इथे हॉलो स्पियर साठी अबाउट टँजंट आणि अबाउट डायमीटर दोन फॉर्म्युले बघितले. अबाउट डायमीटर फॉर्म्युला काय होता 2 बाय 3 mr स्क्वेअर आणि अबाउट टँजंट काय आहे तर 5 बाय 3 mr स्क्वेअर. Okay, then the next body is annular ring. Annular ring or thick walled hollow cylinder. Annular ring or thick walled hollow cylinder. Here it will be like this, and axis is passing through its center, C. Okay, here the outer radius will be R2 and inner radius will be R1. Here there is a annular ring or thick walled hollow cylinder. The diagram represents thick walled hollow cylinder. And annular ring means what? Like this. This is the annular ring and axis passing through its center, C. Okay. Moment of inertia is IC. For these two cases, this is the thick walled hollow cylinder and this is the annular ring. For these two cases, the moment of inertia IC will be m by 2 into r1 square plus r2 square. IC equal to m by 2 into r1 square plus r2 square. Here what is R1? R1 is the inner radius, and what is R2? R2 is the outer radius. Then next case is, if there is a plate, or rectangular parallelepiped, if there is a plate or rectangular parallelepiped, consider this is a plate, length of the plate is L and breadth of the plate is B, axis passing through center, okay, and perpendicular to the plane of the plate. If there is a rectangular parallelepiped, means like this, and axis is passing through the center and it is rotating about this axis, length is L and breadth is B. In these two cases, the moment of inertia is IC. IC will be m by 12 into L square plus B square. M by 12 into L square plus B square, where L is the length of the plate or length of the rectangular parallelepiped, and B is the breadth of the plate or breadth of the parallelepiped. Formula is m by 12 into L square plus B square. Okay. Then next shape is solid cone. Solid cone. It is like this. There is a solid cone. Axis is passing like this, and moment of inertia is IC. This is the solid cone. Okay. Then IC is equal to 3 by 10 mr square, where m will be the mass of the solid cone and r is the radius of this circle. Okay. Then there will be hollow cone. Next shape is hollow cone. In hollow cone, consider this is a hollow cone. Axis is passing through this cone like this. This is the radius r, and C point, moment of inertia is IC. IC equal to mr square by 2. For hollow cone, the moment of inertia will be IC equal to mr square by 2. Then if next is spherical shell. Spherical shell, it will be like this. And axis is passing through its center C, and moment of inertia will be IC. Inner radius will be R1, outer radius will be R2. Then moment of inertia IC equal to 2 by 5 m into bracket R2 raised to 5 minus R1 raised to 5 upon R2 cube minus R1 cube. Here 2 by 5, moment of inertia for sphere is 2 by 5 m r square. Here there is change, which is 2 by 5 m into R2 raised to 5 minus R1 raised to 5 upon R2 cube minus R1 cube. What are R1 and R2? R1 is inner radius and R2 is outer radius. Okay. Here we have seen the moment of inertia for different bodies, which are ring, then disc, then metal rod, then solid sphere, then hollow sphere, then solid cylinder, hollow cylinder, solid cone, hollow cone, okay, etc. these moment of the moment of inertia for these bodies we have seen. Now the next point is how to find out the radius of gyration. How to find out the radius of gyration by knowing the moment of inertia. How to find the radius of gyration by knowing the moment of inertia for different bodies. Okay, we know first for ring the moment of inertia is I equal to mr square about its own axis. Okay, I equal to mr square, but we know I equal to mk square. For ring, moment of inertia is I equal to mr square. But we know I equal to mk square, where k is the radius of gyration. So, by comparing these two terms, we get mr square equal to mk square, m get cancelled, and k square equal to r square. So, k equal to r. K equal to r. This is the radius of gyration for the ring. K equal to r. Then we will see the next body, which is disc. We have to find out the radius of gyration for disc. For disc, I equal to mr square by 2. This is the axis passing through center. Then we know I equal to mk square. By comparing these two equations, we get mk square equal to mr square by 2. Then m gets cancelled. We get k square equal to r square upon 2. K square equal to r square upon 2. By taking root, square root on both sides, we get k equal to r square से root का येईल r and upon root 2. K equal to root r, k equal to r upon root 2. This is the radius of gyration for the disc. Disc, when we keep a number of rings over each other. When we keep number of rings over each other, then we get hollow cylinder. And when we keep number of discs over each other, then we get solid cylinder. So the axis passing through center of the disc, it is similar like axis passing through center of the solid cylinder. So we can see that the disc and solid cylinder both are having same radius of gyration. Disc and solid cylinder. Disc and solid cylinder both are having same radius of gyration, which is k equal to r upon root 2. Similarly, when we keep number of rings over each other, we get hollow cylinder. So the radius of gyration for ring and hollow cylinder both are same, which is k equal to r. Then third body is solid sphere. Solid sphere. For solid sphere, we know the moment of inertia is 2 by 5 mr square. But I equal to mk square. If we compare these two equations, then we get mk square equal to 2 by 5 mr square. M get cancelled on two sides, then k square equal to 2 by 5 r square. By taking square root on both sides, we will get k equal to 2 by 5 is the root का असेल root 2 by 5 and root of r square is r. So k equal to root 2 by 5 r. It is the radius of gyration for the solid sphere. Okay. Then we will see what is the radius of gyration for hollow sphere. Hollow sphere. For hollow sphere, the moment of inertia is 2 by 3 mr square. But we have I equal to mk square. Then by comparing these two equations, mk square equal to 2 by 3 mr square. M get cancelled on both sides. Then we get k square equal to 2 by 3 r square. Then by taking square root on both sides, we will get k equal to square root of 2 by 3, root 2 by 3. Square root of r square is r. So k equal to root 2 by 3 r. It is the radius of gyration for the hollow sphere. Here we have seen the radius of gyration for ring, disc, solid sphere and hollow sphere, which are like this. Ring or hollow cylinder radius of gyration is r. Then for disc or solid cylinder, the radius of gyration is r by root 2. Then for solid sphere, the radius of gyration is root 2 by 5 r. And for hollow sphere, the radius of gyration is root 2 by 3 r. These are the values of k for different bodies. Note that ring साठी r, disc साठी किती आहे r by root 2, solid sphere साठी root 2 by 5 r and hollow sphere साठी root 2 by 3 r. So here we have seen the moment of inertias for different bodies about axis passing through diameter or center or tangent. Different cases we have seen about the moment of inertia. So in next lecture we will study the angular momentum and torque.